Camille, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Karol.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your role and your company and what you do?
Sure. So I'm Camille from Cedexis, with Cedexis for the past 4 years, and I'm now running sales for EMEA and Asia Pacific at Cedexis.
Excellent. And Cedexis, my understanding is it helps to optimize customers over multiple CDNs so they get a lower latency to the cloud.
That's right. Maybe as we're at Google, one good way to illustrate that is to talk about what you've done with Waze, that company that helps guide you on the roads and avoid traffic jams.
I use it a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. And in Paris, we do use it quite a bit because there are a lot of traffic jams. What we do is actually the same thing, but on the internet roads. So we leverage the crowd power to gather a lot of information about jams, saturations, congestions, basically where users are saturating or are experiencing issues when accessing whatever app, stream, content on the internet. And we crowdsource all this data, of course everything anonymized. We share it and make sure that when a new user is coming to whatever site, app or content they are looking for in the internet, well, this guy goes directly via the right road, through the right pipe, on the right platform to get access to that content.
Yes, so one example I've seen from one of your colleagues, I think it was Cyril, he showed me how even when Google doesn't have a data center in region, they have a lower latency. Can you tell me how you're calculating that and a little bit more?
So as I just mentioned, the idea is to leverage the end user experience to try and test a variety of cloud and CDN platforms on the internet. So wherever there is someone on the Cedexis community out there, we're going to request some tests, basically requesting content on the Google platform. Should it be Europe? Should it be US? Should it be Asia? Well, globally. And make sure that this data is recorded so we know all about availability, all about latency, all about throughput when trying to access to that platform. And the idea then is that we benchmark this with a variety of competitors and even with our customers' own platforms, own data centers at some point. And what we highlight is basically how Google is performing against this variety of platforms. I have to admit, you guys do a pretty good job.
That's good to hear. I guess we have invested a lot in that network, right? So tell me this. I know you're a partner, but as well you're a customer. You're using BigQuery, is that right?
That's right. And that's, by the way, a good thing of the partnership that we have together. Whenever you guys help us grow, you grow as well because our bills go higher. So we rely extensively on your BigQuery platform for all our data processing and reporting capabilities. Every day, this amount of data that we collect arises around 15 billion data points. So we have to process that close to real time, and we have to report on that close to real time as well. So BigQuery is a masterpiece in this equation that we have in place to show data to our end customers.
Excellent, very good. And then you guys have a unique perspective of, where customers are investing in terms of cloud and how the cloud industry is growing. Can you tell me what are your what are your predictions for the next couple of years with cloud?
That's a good question. Well, first of all, traffic is exploding, so that's an exciting area to be in. Customers used to go to deliver the content mainly on CDNs. Now what we see more and more is that they use cloud platforms like yourself to deliver directly from themselves. A big trend of what we see is what we call the hybrid or do-it-your-own type of delivery strategy. Basically, they deploy a bunch of VMs on several of your regions, and on top of this, run the softwares that they want to run. Should it be for caching? Should it be for delivering apps, APIs, microservices, dynamic content? All this basically boils down to what's the best mix that you have in place, and they use the cloud to basically select the best pieces out there and assemble the proper delivery mix. So in a sense, we help them do so. We want to accompany them every time, and whether they run Google Cloud or competitors' cloud, we help basically making sure that every time a user gets access to a given content, they go through the right platform.
Excellent. And that's done in real time?
All of it is in real time. Well, the data has almost no value after you get past 30 seconds or a minute. So if you don't handle the data right now, treat the signal right now, you lost completely the value and the point of what Cedexis is about to provide. Basically like Waze is doing on the roads.
Very interesting. Good analogy again. And then tell me this, maybe a leading question, but what do you like about Google Cloud Platform?
Basically, the values that you're pushing on the market are some that we share as well. I like the openness. I like the non-vendor lock-in. You guys are open and say, well, come with what you have. And maybe your biggest competitor today is not Amazon or Azure, but that's maybe the customers itself, with their own premises, their own data centers, their whole infrastructure. And you as Google can convince them easily to make that move towards the cloud. So that's probably a challenge that you face, a challenge that we face as well. And in that sense, we partner quite well, I would say.
Excellent. Well, anytime I use Waze, I'll be thinking of Cedexis again. So thank you for that.
You will. Thank you very much.
Appreciate that, Camille.
Cheers.
Thank you.